fairly short video today. All we're gonna do is we are going to cut the cat and the muffler off of the center of this car because it has way too many cats and mufflers. We are going to delete the noisemaker that is located back there. And we're gonna delete, well, yeah, it's like back there and goes to that pipe. So we gotta delete that piece right there. And then we're gonna delete the muffler for the intercooler. Hopefully that gives a little bit more like tone to the car, and the exhaust, this should be nice and loud now because when I'm driving it, it just doesn't have the same like rumble I feel like an S should have. So we're gonna do that today. Super easy, super simple. I got my cheap welder over there. We're going to pretty much pull those out, measure them, figure out what pipe I need so I can get the right pipe for it. And then down there, I'm gonna have to cut and weld a new piece of pipe in. Super easy, super simple. We're gonna get it done really quick. I'll make this video short. I don't need to bore you with all this nonsense. So let's do before and after of the revving of the car. So in order to start this, we need to remove this coolant reservoir, which is a dead battery. Sweet, okay. Okay, so we're going to take that out. All right, and then this should just pop up and out, I believe. Oh, yes, okay, cool. So now that's at least movable. I don't know what to do with this, so hold on. So I guess we just leave it there and I just move it to the side or something. I don't really know where I put this. I'm really still trying to, maybe I can go, I don't know. Oh, okay, at least I have some more room to work, that's fine, okay. We can work on this side. So this side, we're going to disconnect the sensor and pull a few of these things off that just kind of clip on, clip off, nothing too quick, that boom, really easy. And then I need to get down to there and remove all that. So let's take this off and move this out of the way because I feel like that's gonna make our lives so much easier to do this. So the intake just simply pops out once you remove it. I did take the sensor off and this off. So right here is the noisemaker. So it's basically just an annoying thing that sends noise into the cabin to, I guess, just make it sound sporty. Only thing I get is a whine. I don't know where the whine's coming from. Hopefully this fixes it. We'll see. But anyway, I'm going to, I guess, remove all this piping right there, take that piece out so we can figure out what size piece I need for that. I do not need to cut something and add a clamp to it. That's not a big deal, we'll get that done. That's an easy task to do. So at this point, I'm just gonna remove this hose and all this, and it's pretty straightforward, so you don't really need to watch me do it. Just take the screws out, just see them. Okay, so all I did was I pulled this off of here, I pulled that down, and it kind of just pops out. Pretty simple. So that's nice. This is a lot of weight right here too. We just got rid of. There's even a hole in it and everything. So yeah, imagine that was a small vacuum leak. Yep, that's gone. The intercooler muffler, which is, I believe, right there, and we're gonna get that thing removed. Intercooler muffler. Gonna remove this out of the way, it just sits right there. Remove this clamp right there. You'll see the muffler is kind of right there. Jack your car up, safely put a jack underneath it with a jack stand, safety first. And then if you look, it's hard to see, I know. Try to lighten this up just a little bit. But right here is your muffler. So you need to get that one screw right there off, and then this will fall out. And yeah, and then just delete the pipe. This is a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. Sick. So I got them both out. I lied to you. There's one screw that's behind one of the coolant lines right here that you can get to from up top. You'll notice that this has a little screw. It's just a T20. Let me find where did I put it? So I did use a T20 on like a wrench right there. It was relatively easy to get out. Once I got that out, I just dropped it through the bottom, and then this is the muffler. So this is an intercooler muffler to, I guess, make the noises sound better. I think that's stupid. And this is the noise maker to make the inside sound good. So I'm like, we're making the engine quieter, but making it louder in the cabin. That's so stupid. Holy cow. Next step is we are going to remove the exhaust underneath my car. We're gonna, I guess, cut it off. Yeah. Kind of have a problem, but not a big problem, but it's kind of a frustrating thing. So we start from the front. We have cats and everything going all the way down. But the problem is it's all one long piece. Yeah, so I have to drop the entire muffler system, the entire exhaust system from that bolt all the way up there. Right there, I don't know if you can see it. She's like right there. I gotta take that off and then drop the entire exhaust. Okay, so it's really simple. It's just annoying. It's just a bunch of hangers and a screw. So I guess I'll do that really quick. Oh, sorry, I got these bolts too I gotta take down. I gotta take these plates off so that way you can drop the exhaust, but not difficult, but more than I wanted to do. But we're gonna do it because this car is too quiet. So the garage is a mess, but that's the exhaust. Got hangers in the rear and the rear muffler. Got hangers in the front. And you got this little clamp. That's really it. Had to slide it out through the back because of room. But it's out. So now all I gotta do is cut this right here, cut that right there, put a piece of straight pipe in and be done with it. Not that bad. Pretty easy. Hell yeah. I went and purchased pipe so we can get all this done. First, I want to cut this, measure this out so I know how much pipe I have left, because that I can make work. I just need to get this done first. I'm going to cut it pretty much really close to those welds so I can always slide them back on and re-weld them. It's not that difficult to do, so I'd rather do that first. Got my handy dandy Sawzall, and I'm just gonna chop chop. I'm sorry I can't really film all this because again, I don't have a tripod because it broke, but still need to get this done today, so I'm gonna chop here, chop here. I made lines on top, right there, and right there, so I always know which side is like, because here's the thing, once you cut these, the exhaust is gonna move, right? I want the exhaust to be exactly how I cut it. It just needs to be cut, measure those, weld them, cut them, do all, you know, you got it. Come on, you got it, you got it. Just like that, it's cut. So easy. Give yourself a nice blade, you know what I mean, nice metal blade. I cut them. So now I'm going to take this piece right here, set this right there. I'm going to then stay. Thank you. I'm going to then figure out how much I need to cut off to make this kind of replace that. Yep, really easy. Welder's on. I got the pipe about the same length as this chunk that's missing. So I'm doing it a hair bit longer. Plus me just a smidgen longer. So we push the tailpipes out just a little bit further. It's gonna be like very minimal, but hopefully it helps the aesthetics just a little bit. So I flared this out, cut this, that way now the next pipe will slide in a little easier. I'm just gonna hammer it in once I weld this together. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna weld this, slide it, slide it, weld it, easy. Now we have the replacement pipe for that welded up. Ooh, it's a little warm still. And then we have a replacement pipe for that. We are going to add it to this pipe. Simple enough, let's get it done. Okay, so now we got this straight pipe. All I gotta do is weld this piece right there on. I'm gonna touch this up too, just so that way it's like perfect, but anyway. I'm just need to pretty much line this up, make sure it's dead straight, and yeah, it's straight as we're gonna get it. It's not gonna be dead perfect. I don't have a bunch of tools, but for doing it yourself at home, it ain't bad. All right guys, quick one. Everything's back together. I did start the car. It does run, so we're good to go. Up everything back where it goes. No check engine lights, we're good to go. So the exhaust was a little crooked. I did kind of an job, so I cut it. Now I just gotta re-weld it really quick. I tacked it, so I'm just gonna drop it, weld it, throw it back up in there, and we'll be good to go. Okay. All right, guys, so let's actually hear what the exhaust sounds like, because it sounds pretty freaking cool. Going to do a couple drive-bys though, because it doesn't really give it justice. But yeah, this thing is super sweet. So let's go do some drive-bys now, and let's hear how it actually sounds.
Dude, the thing sounds so good right now. And the fact that it's not like super loud, obnoxious or anything, but when you can get it to pop when you want to pop. And I like that, because before it was like really like bop, 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 but now it's like pop, pop, pop. Well, oh God, it's so much better compared to what it did before, like a vacuum cleaner. Now we actually have some sort of tone out of this car. So when I'm driving it, I can hear a little bit more of like what it does. The exhaust sounds a lot better. The engine does have a little bit better note now. Anyways, guys, I know it's short, I know it's sweet, but again, thank you guys so much for watching. Be cool, stay safe, I'll talk to you soon.